Above, the endless blue sky held the supreme god, Tengri. But beneath the earth, in the deepest, darkest recesses, lay another realm, governed by a power just as ancient and far more terrifying. This was the domain of Erlik Khan, the formidable lord of the underworld, the first being created after Tengri, and the ultimate judge of all souls. For the ancient Turks, death was not just an end. It was a journey into a realm where every deed, good or ill, would be weighed. This is the story of Erlik Khan, the Dark Lord who held the fate of every soul in his grasp. In the rich tapestry of ancient Turkic mythology, the cosmos was a tripartite structure: the upper world of Tengri, the middle world of humanity, and the lower world, a chilling realm of shadows and judgment. This lower world was the domain of Erlik Khan, a figure often misunderstood as simply a god of evil, but whose role was far more complex and essential to the balance of the universe. Erlik is not merely a devil figure, he is the embodiment of death, the judge of the dead, and the custodian of ancestral spirits. His story is intertwined with the creation myths themselves. When Tengri, the creator, fashioned the world, Erlik was often portrayed as his ambitious counterpart, or even his brother, who sought to create alongside him, but ultimately fell from grace. This fall led to his banishment to the underworld, a realm he then shaped and ruled. Erlik represents the inescapable reality of mortality and the consequences of human actions. He reminds us that while life is a gift from Tengri, every life must eventually pass into his shadowed kingdom. For the Turkic peoples, understanding Erlik Khan was to understand the ultimate truth about life and death, the balance between good and ill, and the accountability that awaited every soul. His presence gave weight and meaning to their earthly existence. The myths surrounding Erlik Khan vary across different Turkic and Altaic traditions, reflecting the vast geographical and cultural spread of these peoples. However, certain core elements remain consistent. Erlik is almost universally depicted as a fearsome, often monstrous figure. He is said to have a dark, strong body, often with horns, a beard, and sometimes multiple heads or eyes, symbolizing his all-seeing judgment. He rides a black bull or horse, a common symbol of the underworld, and carries a staff or whip. His realm is subterranean, filled with rivers of fire, boiling tar, and desolate landscapes, though sometimes also featuring fertile lands for the righteous dead. Central to his identity is his origin story. In many traditions, Tengri and Erlik were initially equals, or co-creators. When Tengri sought to create humanity, Erlik often interfered, introducing imperfections, mortality, and sometimes even evil into the world. This divergence of purpose led to Erlik's banishment. He was cast down into the 9 layers of the underworld, where he established his kingdom. This act of creation and subsequent fall established the cosmic order. Tengri rules the heavens and life, while Erlik rules the underworld and death. This dualistic, yet complementary relationship ensures balance. The underworld itself is not just a place of punishment. It is also the abode of ancestral spirits, who, under Erlik's dominion, can sometimes be called upon by shamans for guidance. Therefore, Erlik, despite his terrifying aspect, is also a guardian of lineage and memory. The concept of the soul's journey to Erlik's realm was deeply ingrained in funeral rites and spiritual practices, guiding the living on how to honor the dead and prepare for their own ultimate journey. The Turkic concept of the soul, or sur, played a crucial role in understanding Erlik's domain. Upon death, the sur would depart the body and begin its perilous journey to the underworld. This journey was not always straightforward. It could be fraught with challenges, often requiring the deceased spirit to cross difficult terrains or overcome spiritual obstacles. Shamans, known as Khan, played a vital role in guiding these souls, performing rituals and sacrifices to appease Erlik Khan and ensure a smoother passage. When a soul finally arrived at Erlik's palace, it faced the ultimate judgment. Erlik Khan sits on his dark throne, surrounded by his 9 sons and 9 daughters, and an entourage of terrifying spirits and demons. He acts as the supreme judge, weighing the deeds of the deceased. Ancient texts and oral traditions describe a meticulous accounting of a person's life. Good deeds, acts of courage, kindness, and adherence to the community's laws were contrasted with wrongs committed, oaths broken, and duties neglected. This judgment was not always about eternal damnation. It was often about assigning the soul to its rightful place within the underworld, which could range from a relatively peaceful existence among ancestors to a more challenging or purgatorial state. Erlik's judgment was final and absolute. There was no appeal, no escape. This belief instilled a profound sense of moral accountability among the Turkic peoples. Every action in the middle world had consequences in the lower world. It emphasized the importance of living a virtuous life, not just for earthly prosperity, but for the soul's fate after death. It was a constant reminder that even under the vast, benevolent gaze of Tengri, the stark reality of death and judgment awaited everyone. If you're finding this journey into the Turkic underworld fascinating, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you've heard any similar myths. The relationship between Erlik Khan and shamans, the Khan, forms a critical and dramatic aspect of Turkic mythology. While Tengri was approached for blessings and prosperity, Erlik was contacted out of necessity, often for healing or retrieving lost souls. When a person fell gravely ill, it was sometimes believed that Erlik, or one of his evil spirits, had captured a part of their soul. The shaman's role was then to undertake a perilous spiritual journey to the underworld, a descent into Erlik's realm. This journey was a dangerous spiritual battle. The shaman, in an ecstatic trance, would navigate the treacherous paths of the lower world, often accompanied by spirit guides, battling or appeasing Erlik's demonic servants. Upon reaching Erlik's palace, the shaman would confront the Dark Lord himself. This was a moment of immense spiritual tension, a negotiation for the soul of the afflicted. The shaman might offer sacrifices, often symbolic, like a black animal, or plead with Erlik, using ancient incantations and powerful drumming. Success meant returning with the lost soul, bringing healing to the patient. Failure could mean the patient's death, or worse, the shaman's own spiritual entrapment in the underworld. These shamanic journeys highlighted Erlik's immense power and the profound respect, even fear, he commanded. He was not a distant deity, but an active, formidable force in the lives of the Turkic peoples. His power was a reminder that existence was a delicate balance between the life-giving forces of Tengri and the death-bringing, judging power of Erlik. This dualistic worldview provided a complete spiritual framework, addressing both the joys of life and the inevitability of death with equal importance. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss our documentaries exploring the incredible stories of Turkish history and mythology. As the Turkic peoples encountered other religions, particularly Islam, the figure of Erlik Khan underwent transformations. In Islamic narratives, the strict monotheism of Allah often recast older deities. Erlik's role as a lord of the underworld, often associated with negative forces, saw him sometimes equated with Iblis or Satan in popular folklore, or his characteristics were subsumed into other existing Islamic concepts of hell and judgment. However, the core essence of a powerful judging figure in the afterlife never truly disappeared. In remote regions and among communities where traditional beliefs persisted, the memory and respect for Erlik Khan continued. Certain folk rituals and legends still bear the imprint of his ancient dominion. Even the concept of a bad fate or ill fortune can sometimes be linked to the lingering echoes of Erlik's influence. Today, as there is a renewed interest in ancient Turkic identity and pre-Islamic traditions, Erlik Khan is being re-examined, not just as a terrifying deity, but as an integral part of a complex and profound mythological system. The tales of Erlik Khan teach us about the Turkic understanding of mortality, justice, and the cosmic order. They speak to a people who understood that life and death are two sides of the same coin, and that even in the face of the eternal blue sky, the dark realm below holds its own profound truths. Erlik Khan stands as a powerful testament to the rich spiritual heritage of the Turkic peoples, a reminder that their worldview encompassed not just the radiant beauty of creation, but also the solemn majesty of the inevitable end and the judgment that awaits us all. What are your thoughts on Erlik Khan's role in Turkic mythology? Do you find parallels with other underworld deities? Share your insights in the comments below. I read every single one. And make sure to watch our video on Tengri, the eternal blue sky, for the other side of this cosmic coin. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep exploring history.